All right, we got some more battles. The last time we've covered Acorn's gameplay, it was a triple poison team in the Kanto Cup. Now, that was totally not because that's all he had available to him, and it was definitely a meta pick, right? But this time around, we actually have a pretty solid team of a Hulk in the back there. We have Empoleon in the lead, which is interesting because I just covered an Empoleon game. Not sure when you guys would have seen that, but it was very recently for me because I'm recording like 4 videos today. And a BEEDRILL. I'm always really happy to see BEEDRILL. It's honestly one of my favorite picks because I always felt like it was a Pokemon that was completely garbage, but because of the way that Pokemon Go works with the CP cap and all that, it's actually a pretty decent Pokemon. Maybe not in the Open Great League, but it has some play otherwise. Politoed in the lead. I don't think his entire team has a good response to Politoed. The only thing he has to fear in the lead here is actually just the mudshot damage will add up over time, but it seems to be it's keeping him pace with the waterfall. The opponent didn't even try to build up to the earthquake here. There's no way that's what that is, and that's what I was saying is the only thing that would actually threaten this Empoleon is an earthquake. And I think I'm actually going to speed these battles up a little bit further because I wasn't sure what speed we could go at, but you know, this is kind of slow. I did not edit these videos beforehand or see them, so these battles will be viewed at the exact same time. I did try to skip through because I've always wanted to use one of those shiny sprites up there. We do not have any custom ones today because I am kind of going ahead of my artist friend. So in the past videos, we've had those wonderful sprites, and he has not been able to work on those. It's okay. He's been busy. That's fine. But I am, like I said, 4 videos in one day, definitely jumping ahead of his pace, and that's okay. I just wanted to get these videos recorded, and they don't need to exactly have the art. So taking the shield advantage, but losing the lead, that's okay. I think Machamp is going to have a really, okay, coming in with BEEDRILL. I feel like Machamp would probably be able to counter down pretty safely, but Politoed is just so spammy, and okay, all right. Opponent's just going to give up switch. Get out of there. Oh, he's got the Sludge Bomb. Oh my god. Okay, all right. I did not see that he was running Sludge Bomb, and you know what? If I'm not mistaken, he sent me the moves for these Pokemon, and he specifically wrote in X Scissor Drill Run. Okay, well, apparently we're running Sludge Bomb on this. This is going to be a surprise to everybody. I'm not going to re-record this video. We're just going to muscle through it. He lied to me. I double, triple checked because I just mentioned in my most recent recording that I'm sick of having mistakes in these overlays, and he absolutely wrote X Scissor Drill Run. All right, I guess we got Sludge Bomb. It's not my mistake. This was on him, but it's actually working out really well for him because he's able to use it twice. Wow, Sludge Bomb is coming in clutch here. This is absolutely annihilating these teams. I hope he gets more KOs with that because that's oh wow, he really did. So he wrote in the moves for Poison Jab, X Scissor Drill Run. Then in the notes about why I should cover this, he said it's Sludge Bomb on beat. Acorn, what are you doing? Oh man, that's okay. That's all right. Swampert versus Empoleon. So once again, it's honestly a very similar matchup to Politoed. Politoed is a little bit more spammy, but Hydro Cannon's going to hit a little harder. And BEEDRILL has a pretty losing matchup against Swampert, but believe it or not, Machamp actually does pretty well against it. So I personally might even recommend just staying this matchup. Maybe shield, don't shield. I don't think it totally matters. Most Swamperts are not running Earthquake in the Great League, but even those Hydro Cannons are going to hurt. I think he can just tank this. Don't shield, and then just let it through, and then, oh my god, okay, well, usually they're not running, that's the first Swampert Earthquake I've seen landed in a very long time, and I've been using Swampert, I've been seeing Swampert on the enemy team. Obviously, my own experience is biased, but yeah, it's generally actually not recommended. It looks really good in that matchup there, but yeah, generally speaking right now, Earthquake is, Sludge Bomb, it's not like Earthquake is bad, it's just that Sludge Bomb gives you a lot more coverage. Like if this was a Venusaur in the back rather than a nice Drill Run landing rather than a BEEDRILL, that would be very bad news for the Swampert. But wow, BEEDRILL coming in clutch with Drill Run, just taking out that Typhlosion before it can do anything. Typhlosion ahead on energy is a force to be reckoned with, but he was behind on energy and down a shield, so had no time to do anything with those Incinerates, and what a lovely victory. I'm digging this. All right, Machamp. I'm always happy to see Machamp gameplay. It's a little bit of a bummer that they gave it payback. I'm not sure what the plan was there. I don't know. I think what they are doing there is that they knew that Machamp already has a fantastic moveset, so they just gave it something interesting. Payback can definitely surprise a Psychic type, but it's not going to be radicalizing the meta in any way. So I honestly think the Cross Chop Rock Slide is a great way to go. Empoleon, great lead. Let's see. So BEEDRILL would shred a Charmer in the back, but it's not really worth shielding and running the risk. You can probably just shield and Drill Run, or Meteor Mash double resisted, so that's going to be good too. Yeah, get off the Hydro Cannon and then either farm down down with BEEDRILL or take the lead here. So either way, I think he's good. Yeah. Oh my god, both shields. I didn't even realize. Yeah, so this is going to be a nice little... Honestly, after the first shield, or after that, letting that next one through, I would have just let Empoleon go down because BEEDRILL would have been a great matchup there. And yes, double super effective drill run. Every single counter and cross chop is also double super effective from Machamp, but getting that chip damage before swapping is probably pretty safe because, as we saw, if he would have gone straight into Machamp the first time, it would have just been immediately taken out by Bastiodon. I think what right now we're taken out by Victory Bell when he swaps. So what we're recognizing right now is that Earthquake, Rock Slide would not have one-shot KO'd, but a couple of croc shots. Croc shots. Yeah, so I've been commenting recently that I haven't been sleeping very well, and it's gotten to this point where, like, my brain is just... we're at like half capacity right now. It's like the words are forming in my brain and my mouth is just on a different agenda. But I think right here we're going to be able to get to the drill run. Obviously, you can shield anything coming from the Bastiodon, and it is just fantastic watching a BEEDRILL taking out Bastiodon. I don't know what the plan was for payback, but giving drill run to BEEDRILL made it a very good pick. It really is able to counter some of its main threats. Like hitting super effective against fire, rock, and steel types is a great thing for a drill run, for a BEEDRILL to be able to do. That is definitely a way for it to flip some matchups and is really nice. It's even good against the Charmers. Like I know that Sludge Bomb is there, but it's super expensive, and drill run plus poison jab is more than enough almost every time. So Ninetales isn't attacking; it's too stunned. You know, maybe the Empoleon's got got Intimidate going on here, but yeah, I think both of his Pokemon in the back are completely double resisted ice types. He does not need to shield this at all. Even Machamp's gonna be hitting for neutral, and BEEDRILL would shred this. So Alolan Ninetales has like no play against this team. If it's running Charm, it's pretty good against the Machamp, but yeah, normally I'd recommend swapping. When you win the lead that hard and your main Pokemon's still in the green, maybe you'd want to switch, but in this case, I kind of agree with staying in because BEEDRILL does not want to see this thing in the back, and Machamp would have a pretty winning matchup, but I think Empoleon still has a lot of damage to do, and that's why he's shielding. I don't know if he can tank one. I would recommend not shielding this. Yeah, I figured that would be a little close. Empoleon gets most of its bulk in the Ultra League, and that is brutal. That is actually why I recommend swapping. Usually when they just let the first Pokemon go, the backline is weak to your lead, and that is exactly what we're seeing here. Looks like both of his Pokemon in the backline are just essentially walled by Skarmory, and this is going to be a little brutal. And yeah, I mean, Machamp's able to do a lot of neutral damage, which is really cool to see. And honestly, if they don't shield this could be very good. Yeah, I wouldn't expect as much, but even with the counter damage, no way. Okay, simultaneously KO. Game's not over. Whiscash can do a lot of neutral damage, but it can't one-shot KO unless it gets to the Blizzard, but the Drill Run is going to be able to knock it out before we get there, and the BEEDRILL takes the game. Man, that is insane. I shouldn't have said wall. I do mean counter, where like Skarmory definitely counters Machamp, but it's really not that winning for Skarmory because Machamp is just so strong. Now, this is 4 battles, yes, and this is going to cut off, so what he did do is he sent the 5th battle separate, and instead of stitching them together, I figured I would just, whoops, that's not what I wanted to open this with. Always use VLC Media Player. A little pro tip for everybody, a little behind the scenes on that one, because the Windows media renderers are all bad. Yeah, I've had the Windows Media Player, it's always been buggy. Solrock, okay, that's a great lead. Doing some super effective, taking resisted, get out of there. Yes, straight into the... Wow, this is some hard counter city right here. This is really bad for the opponent. You don't need to shield. Foul play is resisted, and before the power-up punch, it wouldn't even do that much. I would shield and farm all the way down. That is going to be a really solid matchup for him, and then he can just dump a Rock Slide or a Cross Chop into whatever he pleases. Both would have been neutral, and Rock Slide would have done more damage, but maybe he can get off too. Oh my goodness. Wow, yeah, there you go. So I think Solrock and Lunatone can learn Confusion. It looks like this one might be running Rock Throw. I'm not even sure what the moveset is on Solrock. This video is a little older. I have been sitting on some footage for a while, regrettably. That's kind of why I've been spamming videos today. And so you might still be seeing some spicy battles down here. And I do believe Acorn's still fairly new-ish to PvP in general, so he might be getting against some newer players. But yeah, BEEDRILL, I've been talking a lot about it today, but I haven't really mentioned its bulk that much, and right there you just saw it. Galvantula has one of the highest attack stats in Great League. One of the highest. It hits very, very hard, and to see a drill run, or to see a BEEDRILL just tank that with no problem is very nice to see. Great final game. Nice 5-0 with a fairly spicy team. I would consider BEEDRILL in the Great League to be spicy, because that is not a Pokemon you see that often, and he is officially a higher rank than me as of a few days ago, because I have not been doing too many battles. If you guys want to submit them, link in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Acorn, for submitting these. I always appreciate you guys sending me some footage. If I'm not able to get through all of it, I apologize, but I do try my best. Follow Twitch down below. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.